Good evening, Emily. Right now I am in my PJs, and unfortunately it's like 11:30 at night, so this video is going to be a tad like 20 minutes late, and unfortunately it's going to be kept a little short. So sorry, but my video is not going to be any better than yours have been.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine.
Hello, Emily. Yeah, I'm just so tired right now. I've had AP review this whole week and everything, so it's just kind of been a little stressful. Just because I've been trying to do that, and all the teachers have all these projects that we're doing, and there's just other stuff like that. So it's just kind of like, but it's okay. So I just hope I can get through everything. So I hope that goes well. Okay, then, FYI, I'm sad that, you have to switch schools in the sense of leaving some friends behind, but in a sense, it is better to, switch schools now than in, like, a year, because it's like, then you've definitely established your roots, whereas it'd be a little easier to move right now. So I'm sorry that you'll have to move and, miss some of your friends and everything with this change in schools, but I really hope that you can enjoy it, because in a sense it might be a nice fit for you, especially if they have speech team, because that's something that you really do miss. So I really hope that goes well. Now, in terms of advice with AP, my advice to you would be, and I don't know how that school system works, but at least of how it works here, do not, under any circumstances, take an AP class that you are not passionate about. I learned that the hard way with AP World. I liked that class. I love social studies because of all the amazing teachers that we had, but the second I had my teacher, I hated the class. The reason why is because he's not very enthusiastic, and I thought that it was going to be like this above and beyond thinking kind of thing, but instead it just ended up being him, like, explaining things and going, alright, let's compare and contrast the Ming Dynasty with India at the end of the 1800s, and that's all we do. So I'm not trying to scare you out of taking AP classes, but it's just you have to really evaluate what classes you're going to be in and look and see. And if you can say that if you had the stupidest teacher in the world, you would still love that subject, take the AP course. That's what I would really advise from you. One of my teachers said it really well. They said, this is the time of your life where you decide not to follow the trend that you've always followed, but instead find what you're passionate about. Like, for me, it's science, so I know I'm going to take AP Environmental Science and AP Bio, and maybe even AP Anatomy and Physiology. That sounds really cool. I love English as well, so I'm probably going to take like an AP Lit course, probably either junior or senior year. And I think U.S. history is a little bit more interesting, so I might take an AP class for that. I don't know, I'll figure that out. But those are things I'm passionate about. And, but I'm not really sure of how I feel about, like, math and stuff. I'm good at it, but would I say I'm in love with it? I don't know. So, that's just what I'm saying for you. And also, I enjoyed your other videos and everything like that. To be honest, I actually really like it sometimes when you unedit it, because then I feel like I'm having more of a conversation with you. Either way, I don't really care, but sometimes it's fun to hear your ums, likes, and but yeahs, like what I do. And last but not least, I just want to mention the whole thing with, like, the rosary. I think that is really cool in the sense that, just with all of Christianity, it's really, really important to have communication with God. To have prayer for us to be praying continually is a very important concept. But one question that I have, and I've never really understood this about the Catholic faith, is like, why specifically do you have to say all those certain things? Like, here's this, how many Hail Marys and everything like that. I've just always wondered why the Catholic faith, essentially. I'm not trying to, like, doubt anything that you do, because, there are different practices. We still have the same faith, but we may carry out in different little ways. But I'm just kind of curious about that. Like, what was the motivation for it, and how come it's continued today? So if you could answer that, that would be great. Well, I'm looking forward to this weekend because I get to do a thing called One by Youth. It is a service project where we go downtown and we are doing miscellaneous jobs, maybe like quick fixes, landscaping, and such like that. So it'll be really, really fun to do. Maybe I'll try to video before and after. Obviously, I don't want to do it during because, I really want to be a part of the project and stuff. And then Sunday is Mother's Day, so things are going well here. Unfortunately, I'll be probably studying for my final that I have Tuesday for AP, and then the exam is Thursday. So prayers that goes well. Honestly, you're going to do fine no matter what next year in the classes that you take. I think it's good to make sure that your brain doesn't get too idle with your classes, but you're going to do great. Don't worry about it. I mean, if anything, just do your best. One thing that AP really did for me is it opened my eyes in the sense that I became okay with the fact of whatever grade I got. I became to have more of a theme of I did my best and this is what I was able to produce. It wasn't an A, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Like, for example, on the last test, I got a C on my last AP test, and I was rejoicing because I worked very hard, and that's what came out, and I'm happy with that. It certainly gave me a greater sense of gratefulness. So don't be surprised if you enter an AP class and you may work twice as hard, but for a slightly lower grade. Don't beat yourself up for it and realize that that's not the focal point that God wants us to have. God wants us to be able to live our lives worthy for Him, and that doesn't always include having straight A's. So you'll definitely do fine next year, and you're so personable and you're so lovable that I would be stunned if you didn't have any friends. I'd be like, And plus, of course, you always have me. You always have all your friends here in Indy and everything. And you also will be able to keep in touch because you still live with, the people that you went to school with now. So, alright, well, I hope that you have a great evening, Emily. And I think I will see you in 36 days. That is pretty insane. And probably by the time you see this, it'll be about 35 days. So, I will see you then. Alright, TFTBA, Emily, and I will see you very, very soon. But especially tomorrow on Friday. Alright, bye!